We about to go ahead and get it popping. Let's get it.
Between 65 and 70 for a 30-year-old?
It's actually 45.
Oh, okay.
Would you ever marry a guy who makes less money than you?
How much less?
Would you rather be single than settle for less than that?
Settle for less than the millionaire?
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and in modern dating,
Courtney Ryan. That's her name. So, if y'all not following Courtney Ryan, make sure y'all go follow her. Oh, I don't want to do that. But if y'all not following Courtney Ryan, make sure y'all go follow her. And if y'all have any questions, of course the chat is right there. If y'all want to ask any questions, if y'all have anything to say, the chat is right there. I will respond to y'all. I can see the chat. Let's get it.
a lot of our happiness tends to stem from our expectations. And unhappiness specifically, and the trouble that I think a lot of people have, stems from unrealistic expectations. So in this video, I have a group of girls with me, and I'm going to be asking them questions about what they want their life to be like realistically, and also ask them questions about what they want their partner to be like, specifically highlighting male income and salary. I'm also going to be sharing with them some statistics surrounding male income and the median male income here in the United States for different ages. I also want to say before we get started, the point of these videos is not to make anybody look stupid or to debate. That's just not who I am. That's not what we do on this channel. The point is to have a conversation and really confront these unrealistic expectations that we have surrounding dating and specifically here around income. Just to start out, what's the ideal age for a guy that you would be looking to marry?
Like a 5-year gap would be good. So if I'm 28, maybe like he's in his young to mid 30s.
Okay, so like 33, we'll say?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one thing to note, fellas. They never looking for anybody their age or younger. They always want older. Remember that.
You're 28?
Yes.
Like 32.
32?
Yeah.
And how old are you?
22.
22. Okay.
Look, 10 years. She said she's 22. She wants somebody that's 32. She wants a 10-year age gap.
30, 35, like in that range.
Okay, so want to go like 33 to go in the
Yeah.
middle? Okay, and then how old were you? 28?
28.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Between like 25 and 35.
Okay. Do we want to go with like 30 maybe?
25, 30. Or the age of 30.
Maybe like 30 if we
Yeah,
had to
maybe
pick
like
something?
30-ish, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm 25,
Okay.
so I'd say the max is like 30 or 32.
Okay. Do we want to go with 30 just to be safe
Yeah.
for like marriage or something?
All of them, 5 years at least over 5 years. It's gonna be over 5 years every time. It's never gonna be like, oh, the same age. It's not happening.
Something like that. Okay.
At max.
What they want.
Ooh, I'd say maybe like 26 or 27.
Okay. We'll go 20. How old are you? 21?
21, yeah.
Pick 26 or 27. Pick one.
26.
26.
29, 30.
Okay. Pick one if you had to.
29.
How much of the family income do you personally want to contribute?
I think ideally it'd be great if my husband were the like main breadwinner and I would do like part-time. That kind of thing where I had more flexibility, especially later on if we plan on having a family.
Okay, so do we want to do like 25%?
I'd say like 25%.
Okay.
Yeah.
25%? Okay.
Somewhere between 50-50 and 0.
Yes, exactly.
AKA
Stay at home wife, stay at home mom.
Okay, so 0%.
She don't want to do nothing.
You know, ideal is stay at home wife or mom, but I wouldn't mind doing 50-50 as well.
Okay.
It's like crazy because I've never like really thought about getting married or have kids. Like I've just always thought myself as just being like a hermit my whole life and just being alone. Not in like a really depressing way, just like that's just like how I always am. But if I was to have kids and everything, it would be like in a marriage situation. Yeah, I believe in like traditional roles like that.
Okay,
and
you
that
just don't
kind
know
of
if you
thing.
see that for yourself necessarily.
Yeah, but hypothetically,
Okay,
I probably want to be the stay-at-home mom with children.
got it.
All I want to be the stay-at-home mom. You hear me? Nobody don't want to work. Stay-at-home moms.
It all depends on how much you make. I believe in 50-50. I think it all depends on breaking your own salary up. As far as like bills and expenses, again, depending on your salary, I think
Yeah.
it should go 50-50.
Okay, so we'll say 50-50. You have kind of the team mentality. Like we're going to do it together. We're 50-50. Okay.
I'd like to be 50-50.
Okay. And you said you just graduated school
Yeah.
to be...
I'll be a clinical psychologist in a few years.
I like being the breadwinner now, but I think when I have a kid, I would want to be a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, so we'll say 0%. Okay, so how many kids do you want?
They want to contribute 0%. That's kind of wild. They don't want to do nothing.
I think 2 would be great.
Okay, and what about house size, like square feet, amount of bedrooms, bathrooms?
At this point, I'm not too picky, but definitely a house that would be comfortable, you know, have enough space for the children and maybe a little room for extra, you know, for visitors. Not too picky at this point, but definitely want to have a comfortable lifestyle.
Okay, and then what about cars? Do we like luxury cars, regular? What kind of brand are we thinking?
I don't expect luxury, but definitely, you know, it's got to be a good quality car. Maybe look nice too,
Okay.
but not too picky with that either.
Okay, so like, would you be okay with like a Honda?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about vacations? Do you want to go on vacations regularly, international? Like, how important is travel to you?
For me, I've personally lived abroad, so
Y'all, how important is travel to y'all? How often do y'all want to travel? Once a year, twice a year, all the time? Y'all let me know. Answer that question for me.
I would love to continue to travel, but I think at least once a year, going on like a vacation or traveling somewhere, that would be great.
I want you to describe your ideal lifestyle. So to start off, how many kids would you say you want to have?
Like 3, 4.
Okay. And what about house size? Like square feet, number of bedrooms and bathrooms?
3.5 beds, 4 beds.
Okay.
Maybe like 2,000.
She said she want 3 or 4 kids, but she want to contribute 0%, but she want 3, 4 kids. Let's just keep going. That's kind of wild, actually. Nigga want 3 to 4 kids, but wants to contribute 0% of the income in the household. That's ain't good.
1,000-ish square feet.
Okay. All right. And what about cars? Do you want to drive a luxury car or just like a regular car? Like what brand?
I like luxury cars.
Okay. What brand
She
if you
want
had to
luxury
say?
cars.
Like a Tesla, maybe.
Okay.
She want a
Yeah.
Tesla.
What about vacations? Do you want to go on vacations regularly, international travel?
I'd like to,
Okay.
if it's reasonable.
How many kids do you want?
3. At least
Okay.
3 kids, yeah.
And what about house size, square feet, or like how many bedroom and baths?
I definitely want like 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
Okay. So maybe like 2,500 square feet. Is that enough?
Sounds good.
She
Okay.
said,
What about cars? Do you want a luxury car?
she said that she'll do, 50-50. She want 3 kids.
Or a regular car? Like what brand would you want?
If I'm having a family, I feel like I would just want, like a regular car that's going to be reliable. Don't have to worry about it breaking down.
Okay.
But if it's just going to be like me and him in the beginning, I would love
I know
a
it took long.
BMW,
I'm
a
sorry. I
Benz.
apologize.
if it's
All
just
right.
me
So
and him.
you would appreciate a
I
luxury
didn't
car.
want it to take that long.
All right. And then what about vacations?
have
Do you want a
technical
vacation
difficulties.
regularly, international travel? Is that important to you?
That is very important. I love to travel, so both like international and just, going to like fun different places.
So now, how many kids would you want?
I'll probably just say 2.
Okay. What about your house size, square feet, or like how many bedrooms and bathrooms?
Something modest, probably a ranch style. Probably not something like upstairs. Is that what it's called? A ranch style house?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's just something small and simple. Just like a bedroom for us, bedrooms for the kids. A nice backyard though. Probably a big backyard.
Okay.
Now, see, that's something I need too. I'm gonna want me a big backyard. Gotta have a big backyard for my dog, so she could run around, have fun. Then I give me a second dog too. Got a big backyard.
Something like that. Nothing in the city, nothing around people, somewhere nice and quaint.
All right. You can live out your hermit life there.
Right.
Yes, we love that. What about cars? Do you want a luxury car or are you just a regular car type of gal? What kind of brand?
Right now I'm saving up to just get like a Honda CR-V. I just want like a nice SUV I could like road trip in and stuff. So
Okay.
I'm not really a car person.
Okay, something that would work for your lifestyle. and
Something
fit
reliable
everyone.
with like low maintenance costs.
Okay, so we'll go with a Honda. That's fair.
Yeah.
And then what about vacations? Do you like to travel? Do you want to travel internationally?
Yeah, so I don't really get to travel much, but yeah, like I said, road tripping, like that's like one of the things on my bucket list is to go camping in all 50 states. So that'd be
dang.
something fun to
All
do
50
if I had a
states?
family. Vacations, yeah, I'd love to go a bunch of places like India, Dubai, Thailand, countries like that. Always wanted to go and experience.
Okay, very
So,
cool.
Yeah, places like that.
All right, so travel would be important to you then. Now, how many kids do you want?
I have an older sister and a younger sister, so 3 siblings. I would be okay with 0
She
to
said
maybe
she don't want
2 or
none.
3.
Okay.
I don't want.
That's how I be feeling sometimes, you hear me? Because I have nieces and nephews. I got 3 nephews, 1 niece. That's 4 right there. That's my kids. But I'm just playing. I'm going to wind up having some, but that's my kids for right now.
A bunch of kids running around.
Okay, we'll say 2 just for the sake. What about house size? Square feet, bedroom, bathroom?
Probably a 3-bedroom. I think a yard is more important. I like big yards. I like being outside.
Okay. What about cars? Do we want luxury or regular?
Preferably not like a beater. I mean, unless you're saving money and using that for
What's a
something
beater?
else. As long as it gets you from point A to point B.
Y'all know what a beater is? She said she don't want a beater. I don't know what that is.
I'm not super familiar with cars, but I
Okay.
always like Mercedes. Those are
Okay.
really nice.
All right. What about vacations? You want to go on regular vacations? You want to travel internationally?
I don't travel super often right now, so I would love a guy who has some more travel experience. I would love to travel more and have someone to do that with and
Okay.
feel somewhat safe about it.
Right. Now, describe your lifestyle. How many kids do you want?
Oh, I want 4 kids.
4 kids, okay? What about your house size? Square feet or like a bedroom, bathroom? How many?
I'd like maybe like 7 bathrooms, just because if my kids get older
7? Oh.
and then like my parents get older, if they have to move in, and having enough room to like
I think she
support
need
everyone.
bedrooms.
Did you mean 7 bedrooms?
Yeah.
Okay, you said
That's still a lot.
bathrooms. I was
though.
like, that's a lot.
7 bedrooms? That's what she want? With 4 kids? 7 bedrooms? Number one, you're not just about to find a house with 7 bedrooms. It's out there, but I mean, if you actually want to stay where you at, you're gonna have to get that built. A 7-bedroom house, I'm sure that's not gonna be cheap either. Let's keep going. She said 7.
Bathroom.
My bad.
Okay, so square feet, what are we thinking? 5,000, 4,000?
I guess 5,000. I don't really know a whole lot about square footage.
Okay, we're just going off the bedrooms then. Okay. And then what about cars? Are you a luxury car girl? Are you a Honda girl? What brand are we thinking?
I would like something like an Acura or like a Jetta, like still a nice car, but I don't really care for like the super duper bougie cars.
Got it. Okay. And then what about vacations? You want to go on vacations regularly, internationally?
Yeah, I definitely want to go on vacations when I'm older. I want to travel the entire world. I want to go everywhere.
Okay. How many kids do you want?
3.
House size, like square feet, amount of bedrooms and bathrooms?
Big house. 3 bedrooms probably at least.
Okay. What about cars? Do you want to drive a luxury car or a regular car?
Luxury car.
What brand?
An Audi.
Now, again, this is another person that literally said she wants to contribute 0%, but she wants a big house. She wants to drive a luxury car, and she wants 3 kids, but wants to contribute nothing. But again, let's keep going.
Okay. What about vacations? Do you want to go on vacations regularly, international travel? Is that important to you?
That is actually.
you
I
about to
do
get
want to
married?
travel and definitely before I have
That's
kids.
wild.
So keeping all
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Learn more at robinsbrothers.com.
all of this in mind, the way that you just painted your life, what would your husband's income be?
Like 200,000 plus. Yeah, like somewhere in that range.
200K?
Yeah, 200, 250.
She want a man to make $250,000 a year. Let that sink in.
Probably like 100K and up.
If the average is
100K and up.
like 50, maybe like 70 plus,
Okay.
having budgeted like a vacation fund and a savings fund, saving money, fun money.
See, she's saying 70. That's still high. I mean, it's not that. It's not as high as the other chick said 200,000. Come on. 70 is, I feel like that could be attainable. But 200,000, it's not that many people out here making $200,000 a year.
divvying it up that
so
way.
do we want to say like 70K, 80K?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And you also said you would contribute 50-50, so that's 140 total household income. Would that be enough? Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think that sounds great. Don't really know how much like kids and all that other stuff costs quite yet, so I think that sounds good.
It would probably have to be a little bit so that we could do these things, because nowadays it's really hard to do anything without any money. So
Facts.
I guess maybe like 80K.
Okay.
His income should be something close to about 160,000.
Okay. And then you would contribute around the same amount.
She looks so serious saying that, though. That's the thing. They're serious. 160,000. She looks so serious. About 160,000. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because you said the 50-50.
She's not joking.
I would like to say maybe 100,000
Okay.
at least. Yeah.
100,000. Another one.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with 100K.
You'd have to be rich, unfortunately. This is so high, but I guess you'd have to be like a millionaire.
$1 million. Okay. So you wanted a 32-year-old who's making 200K.
Sure.
What do you think the median income is for the age that you specified? For a 32-year-old.
32-year-old. Like 70, maybe 65, 70. Is it lower?
48,000.
Wow.
Look how far off she is. She want a 32-year-old to make 200,000. The median income for 32-year-old in the age range that she want, 48,000. Let's come back down. Let's come down to reality, please. Let's come down to reality. It's okay. I'm gonna talk about it after the video. Let's come down to reality, please.
Wow. That's actually crazy.
It is crazy, yeah.
48,000.
48,000.
It's actually crazy.
Median income for the age that I picked. I would say probably like 70K, maybe.
It's actually $49,000.
Wow.
What percent of men do you think make $100,000 at 33 years old? Or like, what is the percent of men that you are wanting here?
I'd probably say maybe 30%.
It's actually 15%. The top
Not too shabby.
15%. So there's
Too
one.
shabby. That's low. 15%. Your odds are pretty low, man. You might be single forever.
Age from 16 to 75 where the top 30% of men make $100,000. So you
Really?
guessed 30%. So we'll try to guess what age that is,
When you
since you know
see it.
it's not 33. Between 16 and 75, there's only one age.
I feel like 45.
73.
Really?
73 years
Maybe
old.
I should go with the old man.
Go
Just
ahead and
kidding.
get your 73-year-old.
Is that out of your age bracket there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to take every job into consideration. 30-year-old, I'd say maybe 65? Between 65 and 70 for a 30-year-old?
It's actually 45.
Oh, okay.
And
trying to
you
be
were the most
realistic.
realistic one so far.
She was the
So
most
the fact that,
realistic
yeah,
one.
no one's guessing it right because it's way lower than people
I mean,
think.
as long as you love your job and hopefully are investing it wisely, then I don't see a problem with it.
For a 26-year-old, what do you think the median income is?
I'm pretty sure it's closer to like 60,000.
It is $38,000.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What do you think is the median income for the age that you specified? So a 33-year-old.
I would like to say around 100K, maybe 80K.
She said, this is the median? Come on. 100? That's not the median. 80K, 100K? It's not. It's not. Come back down. You in space. Come down.
I'm not exactly sure.
It
But-
is a whopping $49,000.
Oh. Oops. My brain was somewhere else.
I don't even know. Maybe 50
Okay.
or 60K?
For a 30-year-old, the median income is 45.
Okay.
So you were close at 50. So what do you think is the median income for the age that you specified at 29?
I want to say like 60K.
45K.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And they'd be so surprised. Like, I think that I'm gonna talk about it afterwards.
Does that shock you?
Yes, it does.
So I'm just gonna put what you wanted in this little calculator here. So $1 million at 29.
I mean, I've met a few. I have met a few.
Okay, we'll
It's
talk
possible.
about that in a minute. So it's a fraction of a percent. The top 1% of men are making 240 at 29.
Okay,
So you're about 800,000 above that.
that's why I'm single.
You said 160,000 at 26. That is the top 2% of men
Oh, goodness gracious.
The
at
top 2.
26.
So that means she got a 2% chance of finding that person that make that much. 2%. It's not high. Sounds single to me.
The 2% man. Isn't that kind of crazy to think about?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'll give you this to kind of put it into perspective. So think about the smartest person from your high school, like valedictorian.
Okay.
If they were to apply to Harvard, they're 5 times more likely to get into Harvard than I guess you would be to find this 1% man.
Wow.
Because there's a 5% acceptance rate at Harvard. And yours
Okay.
is less than 1%. So it's actually probably more than 5 times.
Less than 1%.
So I'm gonna be single
Less
forever.
than 1%.
Hey, you want to order some Taco Bell?
At least you know
And
she gonna
just
be
to make
single.
things make more sense, the median income never eclipses 61,000 regardless of the age.
Okay.
Did y'all
So
hear
100
that? The median income never eclipses 61,000 regardless of age. Let that sink in.
100,000 is, obviously way more than that, regardless of how old the guy is.
Mm-hmm. And 100,000 is still a lot. So,
Yeah. Yeah, over 70% of men never even make 100,000 once in their lifetime. So
yeah, that's true.
But there's one age between the ages of 16 and 75 where the top 30% of men make $100,000. If you had to guess what age it is, what would you guess?
Maybe 50?
73.
Ooh.
Gonna get you a 73.
What do you think about dating a 73-year-old?
Nope. No thanks.
What is making girls want men who make so much money? Like for you personally, just think of your own experience.
Good
Like
question.
Yeah.
what in your life makes you want that or think that?
I think you're exposed to other people's lifestyles. And I think that because the internet is so like big and you can see all these things, it looks like it's more obtainable than what it actually could be or is based on statistics,
Yeah.
But because everyone's flashing stuff, even if it's fake, it's like, oh, I can do that too. I want that. And
What
hit the
made
nail
you
on the
choose $100,000? Like how much is it? Maybe factoring in how much you make, how much people make. Have you ever dated a guy that makes that much money?
Typically, the guys I date, they make like 6 figures and more. So,
capping.
and then like with my income, and then just know like the people who I attract,
capping.
that's typically like their income bracket or where they're like heading towards.
Okay, so you've dated men.
Number one, I'm about to tell you why she capping. Nigga just told her percentages, but yet she's sitting right here telling us that the men that she date, the men, plural, multiple, out of the percentage that she had, the men she date make 6 figures. Sound like cap to me.
Men who've made this much money. And were you like official and exclusive, or was it more of like a casual relationship?
All of the above.
A mix of all of them.
Yeah.
What in your life, or maybe people you've dated, your background, what makes 70K like a good number for you?
I'm making a little less than 70K right now. I won't disclose that, but or any more information. Like you said, 100.
That's what I'm saying. Like all of their reactions is like, oh wow, really? It's crazy. It's crazy. But I get that though. It's a possibility that they probably grew up wealthy. It's very possible.
40. I'm not super familiar with all like housing costs and whatnot, but I feel like right now I'm at a comfortable place where I have some going to savings, some going to like investments, fun money, vacations. But yeah, I'd say that's a comfortable and somewhat realistic salary
Yeah.
range.
And you said that you would marry a guy who makes less money than you. Okay. Okay. What made you say 160,000? Like, is it what you're doing for a living, your background? Have you ever dated guys that make this much? What kind of influenced your choice?
I've definitely never dated a guy who made anywhere near that, but
She never dated anybody that made anywhere near that, but yeah, this is what she wants. I mean, it's okay to want what you want, but sometimes we just have to be realistic. I mean, you probably could get it. It's out there, but again, showing the percentages of what is out there, I mean, your percentage pretty low, but hey.
currently, like, for a clinical psychologist, if someone were to get their doctorate degree, they're looking at about 100 to 140,000, depending on where they live. So that's where I was basing my answers off of.
Okay. So what you're doing for a living, you're kind of taking that into consideration too.
Yeah.
Would you marry a guy who makes less money than you?
Depending on how much less, yes.
Because if you want 4 kids and you're gonna contribute 50-50, what is your situation gonna look like? Will you get a nanny? What are we thinking?
That's a good question. I guess I would
That's a
have to
good
get
question.
a nanny, but if not, then hopefully we would live somewhere locals where like our parents could help out as much as they could, an extended family.
Okay, all right. What made you say 100,000? Is it, relative to how much you make, or some people you know, or people you've dated, your background? Like, what made you say that number?
Honestly, now that I think about it, a lot of the guys